everyone, Lisa here again with Elite Leadership and Wellness Solutions. And today I have the manager here with us.
Hello, everyone. How are you? So yeah, today we're gonna try to make this really exciting, really exhilarating, and we're gonna talk about everyone's favorite topic, and that is anxiety. Now, I can tell you guys that Lisa faced some anxiety because 5 minutes ago I said let's do this video where we can help explain anxiety and or being placed on the spot. And even though we're in the wellness business, she could experience a bit of anxiety. So, what do you say about that? The anxiety you got like 5 minutes ago when I said, "Hey, let's do this anxiety video."
What I can say is, well, I'm an introvert, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just we're not as used to putting ourselves out there, being on camera all the time. But with what I do, I can do it. It's just, basically I have to push myself to step out of my comfort zone. Being, I've done that before in life, just being a little uncomfortable. But that's where growth happens. As they say, like growth does not happen in your comfort zone. You got to get out of it. So I just push myself.
It's interesting you said that about the comfort zones and etc. Because, as you know, I'm an extrovert. I'm extremely extrovert.
Yes.
And being an extrovert, a lot of these things don't really phase us at all. What phases us is when we are isolated. But so, example, the anxiety you felt a little while ago, I bet you a large number of people watching this can relate. So, in terms of how you dealt with it, what can we say, or what techniques can we say you used in order to get over it? And even though it was only like a couple of minutes.
I would say this is not my first time feeling this. I've pushed through it in the past and made myself go through it. And, what you think in your mind, what you think is going to happen is always worse than what the reality of it. It's like public speaking. That's a huge fear of a lot of people. But once you go through it and you do it, it's fine. And so I think practice is what helps as well.
So I also think in terms of anxiety, like for example, in Finland, in Helsinki, and also in Estonia, we are going to do seminars or talks on this in person. And as you know, in Estonia and I guess Finland, there's a lot of people who have stress and anxiety and introverts.
The country is full of introverts.
Yeah, so I think with an introvert, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think with an introvert, if they are around an individual who's an extrovert, that helps. Does that help reassure them? It helps kind of to bring them out, would you say, or?
I think the main thing is if even the person's an introvert or around an extrovert, if you're comfortable with the person. But generally, yeah, often in the past, I've had extroverted friends. But the main thing is to be comfortable, and then the introvert will want to engage with them, talk to them.
And I guess, like I said, the name of a corporation is Elite Leadership and Wellness Solutions. So if you are a leader or someone's a leader, that means obviously they have to lead.
Yeah.
So what?
I was just gonna say, what I've learned, because I've connected with other actually introverts on, say, LinkedIn, that leadership doesn't mean you're loud and noisy. You can be leadership. You're guiding everyone. It doesn't mean you're leading a team. You're not just barking orders. It's the presence you bring and the support you give to your team is what makes a good leader.
So the presence you bring and the support you give to your team, can we also add in there the fact that you as the leader inspire your team to be the best they can be?
Yeah, and also you want to inspire your team to be leaders themselves. So, because, that's what a good leader is. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You're not afraid to get on the ground with your team, be on the front lines, so to speak. And because your team, you want them to be good leaders and confident in themselves. Mm-hmm.
Because for me, I have always had the mindset that as a leader, you lead by example. But also, like, for example, when I manage people, the way I do it is I let them know that, we're not talking about military, but the way I let them know is that, look, you guys here are the ones, and guys, it's gender neutral, male, female. You guys here are the ones that are the ones on the front line, so to speak, the ones who make things happen. It's my job to facilitate it and give you guys the tools, or provide you guys the tools you need to get this job done. That's the way I was taught. What do you think about that?
That's a good leader. Good leaders are ones that instill that confidence in their team. And so, because at the end of the day, that leader may not be there forever. They may move on or whatever. And so the team, you want them to be confident, maybe step into that leadership role as well and support each other, because everyone has different personalities. Maybe you have an off day. Just really always lift each other up.
You know what you just said is worth its weight in gold, to just lift each other up and work together. So as a leader, you can help facilitate that by having a close connection to your group, and because of that, they're comfortable with everything. They get the job done as much as possible. Some people are going to be like, a little less enthusiastic than others, but that's okay. That can all be factored into the equation. But even though this topic is anxiety, being a good leader and dealing with anxiety, how can that go hand in hand, would you say?
Well, I think being a good leader is understanding some people, like we talked about at the beginning of the video, introverts and extroverts. Extroverts actually, they gain energy from being around groups of people. So they need that for their nervous system. But introverts, they need time by themselves to gain their energy back, because it sucks the life out of them basically. And so if a manager understands that, okay, after a stressful situation, this introvert is like, I need time by myself. And then if they want to come to you for support, just so you know what's going on, it's like, I'm not shutting you out. I need to process this.
So maybe one good technique, and we won't keep this too long, is if you are a leader, a manager, and you've got someone on your team that's an extrovert and who's very good, you can kind of bring that person to your web closer, and they can actually do a lot of the, for lack of better terms, a lot of the grunt work. So again, being an effective manager, you're utilizing all of your tools to get the job done. So if you got an extroverted co-worker or subordinate, sorry, they could actually literally make your job easier.
Yeah, and play to everyone's strength. Extrovert has different strengths, just as introvert has different strengths. So everyone has something they can offer.
Perfect. Well, you know what? I think that's done for now. We don't want to put the audience to sleep. So if you wish to...
I guess we'll wrap up here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Comment below what kind of strategies that you use at work, or maybe other topics you want us to discuss. And if you're struggling, if you're interested in private sessions with me, all my information is below. And if you want to see more videos, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and we will see you next time.